Alright, so either the actual dimensional merge is going on, or something real fishy is up today, because Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, a few days ago, posted this tweet, where he talks about a project being spearheaded by Twitter called Blue Sky. Now, what is Blue Sky? Check out their page. They say that Blue Sky is building a social web, and they start talking about decentralizing the web. In fact, even Jack Dorsey says this. He wants to take steps towards decentralizing Twitter and social media. He's been saying these sort of very anti-Twitter things recently, which is ironic for the CEO of Twitter to be saying. He's been saying all these things pro-privacy and anti-censorship, which is very ironic. And I think something real fishy is up here. Because if the CEO of Twitter, which as we all know, Twitter is the antithesis of decentralization. They are the anti-freedom. They are the pro-censorship. That's what they are. They're the centralized giant platform for social media circle jerks. It's very fishy that a company like Twitter would be muddying the waters, messing around with decentralized technology. So I'm gonna call it now. If anything happens, Twitter's gonna adopt ActivityPub or Diaspora, some kind of protocol that they can use to communicate with decentralized servers, just so they can market themselves as decentralized. And then they're gonna ban any servers, like a lot of ActivityPub instances do these days. They're gonna ban any servers they don't like, just like they ban any users they don't like. That's just me calling it right now. That's my conspiracy theory. So, I'm just saying. Anyways, reading more about Blue Sky, you'll notice that they have quite honest intentions. They're talking about email and RSS feeds and XMPP chats, which are well-executed, good, decentralized technologies. What's really weird, though, is that if you go to their community page, which is this one, the Blue Sky community page, they talk about Mastodon, they talk about, all these things, SSP, Secure Scuttlebutt, that's like an alternative to ActivityPub, but then they talk about Element and Matrix, which, as you know, I've talked about that on my channel before, a decentralized chat and sort of Discord alternative. So why would they, while being aware of the existence of Matrix, and not only that, but bridges, as you can see here, bridges to WhatsApp and Discord and other platforms, why, while still being aware of this, the only communication they offer on their website is a Discord server? It's a bit ironic. They're preaching one thing and practicing another. I'm just saying, that's just how it is. But anyways, besides that, we can move on to another page over here. This is their GitLab. And over here, they outline their sort of plans for everything, and they have all these markdown pages about things. So if you go to their applications and go to something like their Diaspora page, they talk about the details, the privacy, and one thing they do touch upon in pretty much every single one of these pages is moderation. And this is where my theory comes into play. They keep talking about moderation and examples of when these decentralized networks have restricted certain servers. Like, for example, once the Islamic State, which is a reprehensible group of people, joined the Diaspora network because they were censored by Twitter. And most large Diaspora pods, as they're called, so large Diaspora servers and groups of servers, banned them, they blocked them. And that's all well and good when you're talking about a terroristic organization. But the thing is that it's not very far-fetched for someone at Twitter to say the same thing about political activists. But anyways, that's just my theories about this Blue Sky. I'm just saying, just calling it now, it's gonna be awful. They're gonna censor, they're gonna do everything, and they picked their platforms. They picked ActivityPub and Diaspora, everything. They picked all of this on purpose so they can censor people while marketing themselves as decentralized. And I do not trust anything that Jack Dorsey or Twitter are saying about this. Personally, I'm gonna stick to what I use. I'm gonna stick to my Matrix chats. I'm gonna stick to my email server. I'm gonna stick to my XMPP. And if Twitter tries to make an ActivityPub server or something, I'm not gonna give it the light of day. I'm gonna ban it. I'm gonna block the Twitter servers, the Twitter XMPP or Matrix servers. But anyways, I've been Denshi. I hope you enjoyed this video about my theories of this Blue Sky thing. Goodbye.